warning before you listen. This epic is not for children, nor for the faint of heart. We retell the ancient Greek myths as they were born, unfiltered, unsoftened. Scenes of violence, curses, betrayals, and a hunger for power that shows no mercy. Given the many conflicting versions of the Titan War, the events have been rebuilt to complete the missing pieces. Here, we tell the myth as it was meant to be told. Sources and references are listed in the episode description.
Chapter 32. From War of the Titans, Clash of Weapons, and the Fall of Time. The Map of Death, when war burns inside the shadows. Not all destruction falls from the sky. Some is drawn in ink, long before it spills on throats. In the heart of the Olympian war camp, just after Poseidon's trident had shattered the pride of the southern Titans, the earth still steamed, and the souls didn't tremble from fear, but from hunger. A hunger for blood, for the next strike, for death that doesn't descend with thunder, but slips through the cracks beneath your feet, like a thought. Zeus stood over the great war map. His eyes, for once, did not glow with lightning, but something else, something deeper, as if he was reading not lines and roads, but omens. Inside the grand tent, the gods gathered. At the center stood Metis, goddess of order and balance. She didn't fight, but she read war the way seers read holy texts. Her voice was calm, like a prophecy long decided. If we want to win, she said, we don't break them with thunder. We shatter their pillars, one by one, without them even noticing. She pointed to 3 red marks on the parchment. Mentas, Atlas's right hand, who sleeps only upon steel. Orythan, Hyperion's advisor, the unseen light behind every choice. Talos, the bearer of sacred armor. Not all fortresses are built of stone. Some are carved in legend. She looked up. If they fall, then so does their faith. And brows that never bowed will touch the dirt. Poseidon let out a laugh as he honed the edge of his trident. Shall we strike them with lightning, or drown them in the tide? But Hades stood quietly in the shadows. He didn't laugh, he didn't speak, until he stepped forward. He moved like a whisper, like the shadow itself took a step. Then he said, lightning terrifies, the sea devours, but shadow, it kills them before the blade ever touches skin. He turned to Metis. Give me their names, he whispered, and I'll erase their voices from the roots. Zeus turned to his brother, and with a quiet smile said, war was never meant for light alone. Go and let the darkness speak. Hades drew his helm. It was not a helmet, it was silence itself, a mask that, once worn, wiped every sound from the world. He said as he vanished beneath it, let them know that what is unseen is always the first to kill. And then he left. No goodbye, no trail, not even the sound of footsteps remained behind. In Zeus's camp, the drums did not beat for battle. They beat like funeral dirges, echoes from the future, mourning before the blood had even spilled. And in the sky, a banner no one could see fluttered. But every soldier felt it burn inside his chest, a flag that said, death needs no door, only a moving shadow. And so, the next war did not begin with a thunderbolt. It began with a map, a parchment already inscribed with the names of the dead. This chapter of the epic has come to an end, but remember, what you've just heard is not a record of facts, but the echo of a myth, a story born from the imagination of the ancients, etched into the long memory of humankind. If this tale stirred something in you, if it opened a door to reflection or wonder, don't forget to support the channel and share the journey with those you love. And in the comments, tell us,
Which moment in this chapter struck you the most and why? We'll meet again in the next chapter of this audio odyssey through time. Until then, farewell.